Today we are making the Blue Leilani from the Tropical Standard book by Garrett Richard and Ben Schaefer. The blueness of this comes from blue curacao, and if you're going to use a blue curacao, go with something of quality, and this might be the only one out there that you can easily find that's of high quality. And unless you're a bar, you probably will have this bottle for decades, so you want to go with the good stuff here. The Blue Hawaii was a Harry Yee cocktail and probably his most famous. He created the drink in 1957 at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. The original drink was made with vodka, which we don't cover much here, but the Tropical Standard book does keep it somewhat original because while we will be using some rum in this, we are going to keep it original here with some vodka. Some heavily flavored vodka, full of botanicals to make a delicious vodka. And we're going to take this flavored vodka even further with some coconut oil, so buckle up for this one. And according to the Tropical Standard book, Yee named the drink after the 1937 musical film Waikiki Wedding. Bing Crosby, who starred in the movie, released the song Blue Hawaii as the B-side to Sweet Leilani. Combination of those two songs gives us the name of Blue Leilani. And a fun fact, Sweet Leilani may have become popular because of the Bing Crosby version, and the song even won an Academy Award, but Harry Owens wrote the song in 1934 after the birth of his daughter, Leilani. Harry Owens was the first musical director at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, and he would later go on to try to claim fame by being the inventor of the Mai Tai, which was absolutely not true. So Sweet Leilani ended up as a song performed by Harry Owens and his Royal Hawaiian Hotel Orchestra, which would have had different band leaders and performers over the years, most importantly, Bill Akamaho and his Royal Hawaiian Orchestra. That would be my great-grand-uncle, Bill Akamaho. This one you will need saline solution, lemon juice, pineapple juice, cane syrup, lime punch syrup, blue curacao, an aged white rum, and a coconut oil washed gin. So there are a couple of new and advanced things here, the punch syrup and the oil washed gin. The Tropical Standard book created something that they're calling punch syrups, which are based on the historical sherbets, which some of us think of as like the fruity ice cream, but in a historical context, that word is also used to be found in connection to fruit syrups. These syrups are pretty much oleo saccharums plus syrups, so they named them punch syrups. So let's make some lime punch syrup now. First, we're going to need an oleo saccharum, which is easy to make. It's equal parts sugar to citrus peel. And I know for our punch syrup, we're going to need 125 grams of oleo saccharum when it's all said and done. The sugar here is going to extract the oil and the water from the peels, but to be safe, I want to make sure I use a lot more than 125 grams of peel and sugar because I want to make sure I get enough of the oleo saccharum. So however much you make, just do equal parts here. You're going to put this in a sealed vacuum bag or a Ziploc bag, removing all the air for 48 hours. Occasionally, you want to break this up to make sure that that sugar gets incorporated. Now to make that lime punch syrup, we'll need 125 grams of our lime oleo saccharum, which I've already weighed out in this container, and then 250 grams of strained lime juice. Next, I'm going to add in 250 grams of white sugar, followed by 3.75 grams of malic acid and 7.25 grams of citric acid. Refrigerate this for 24 hours before use, and it should last you up to 2 weeks according to the book. Now, for our coconut oil washed gin. The recipe calls for 250 milliliters of unrefined coconut oil and 1 liter of Plymouth gin. I was joking earlier about the vodka, obviously, we're using gin for this. I'm going to make a smaller amount here, and I'm going to do 500 milliliters of gin, which is half of the recipe. So I'll use 125 milliliters of coconut oil instead. First, we'll melt that coconut oil in the microwave, and next I'm going to combine the gin and the coconut oil, and I'm going to let it stand at room temp for 4 hours. After 4 hours, I'm going to put this in the freezer, and I'll let that coconut oil solidify. It'll take a couple hours, or you could leave it overnight. Once it's hardened, we're going to break up or just remove the coconut oil, and then you're going to put this through a coffee filter. And now we have a coconut oil washed Plymouth gin, and it smells incredible. All right, our hard work is done, so now let's make the Blue Leilani. In a drink mixer tin, start with 5 drops of a saline solution, half an ounce of lemon juice, 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice, 1 teaspoon of a cane syrup, half an ounce of our lime punch syrup, half an ounce of Jafar Blue Curacao, 3/4 ounces of Denison aged white rum, and 3/4 ounces of our coconut oil washed Plymouth gin. I'm gonna garnish this with a slice of pineapple, some pineapple fronds, and an orchid. So there you go, the Blue Leilani from the Tropical Standard Book. I love that you could take a tropical drink that is almost historically always, they look so cheesy, and you can turn it into something that looks beautiful, elegant. That's why a lot of modern tropical cocktails, a lot of modern tiki cocktails in the bars that make them, they do such a good job with the garnish and decorating the drink, even using the things that we historically just associate with poor quality drinks like a hurricane glass. But this is one of the coolest looking drinks from that book. It's taken me a while to get to it, so I have not tried it yet, so let's try it right now. There's a fair level of tartness to it with the clean lemon juice, as well as the lime punch syrup. So the lime punch syrup it's kind of like a lime cordial type of syrup where you're still getting the fresh lime juice in there, and then you're getting that lime oil in there as well. And that's definitely way different than using just lime juice. The rum there, that's one of my favorite light white rums, lightly aged and filtered white rums, is that Denison aged white rum. And that coconut oil washed gin, I'm excited to use some of that bottle and other stuff. I don't think the gin on its own is like super noticeable, but with the coconut oil in the gin, in the cocktail, with the pineapple juice texture, it leans towards the Blue Hawaiian, which is a different cocktail, which has, it's basically a pina colada with blue curacao. So it has the coconut cream there. So this doesn't have the sweetness of coconut cream. It's got the sweetness of the pineapple juice, but then the coconut flavor there, it's very unique. You would be hard pressed to not think that this had some type of cream of coconut or coconut milk in it. I'll definitely need to sit with this for a while and make it a couple more times. And I don't want to necessarily lump it in with the tropical resort style drinks, but that's what it's based off of. But it is like the best version of those things. It's just everything you want those drinks to be without being overly sweet. It is a big, pineapple juice drink, but all of the citrus in there just balances it out. The blue curacao, it's providing obviously the look and I guess a little bit of the orange liqueur flavor, but in the background there, and obviously it's making this drink look super cool. It has this really pleasant tartness to it that makes you want to come back for more and more and more, and you never get that in these drinks. So that's how it really differentiates itself, as well as the spirit base of this. So there you go, yet another excellent cocktail from the Tropical Standard Book. It's the best version you'll ever find, the Blue Hawaii. It's the Blue Leilani. That's it for this one. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like below. Consider subscribing to this channel. If you want to support this channel more, please go check out the Patreon page. There's behind the scenes stuff and extra videos there. And otherwise, see you on the next one.